at Seven Robertson Rose Pianos Houston, and I was asked to look at a Baldwin Grand for possible restoration or reconditioning. And the piano is here in Houston in the 610 loop, and it's a nice piano. It was passed down from grandma, who was very serious about music, and often the family wants to keep the piano because of the family interest in the instrument and the story, the personal story of connection with grandma. It's pretty strong here, and I think that the piano has a lot of potential. It has some damage to it. For instance, the pins are a little bit loose and the strings are a bit dead. And so those things, new strings will usually give a bit of extra life to the piano, give it like a bit of, I'm not how sure, liveliness to the tone, really is the word I might use. If you got a better description than that, replacing strings when they get dull and dead can really get rid of the muffle. That's one way of looking at it. And also, the action's a little bit worn out. So the hammers are worn out to the point in the treble they've been replaced with new heads, which is very strange to see. It does happen, but they must have sanded them down already and there's no felt left, so they put new heads on them. Doesn't look great and sounds different. The other thing is that the rollers are a little bit worn, and so the back checks, so I'd replace those if it was my advice, which is what the clients asked for. The cabinet, there's no interest in replacing the finish on the cabinet. For me, if it was a stock piano, I'd strip it down and apply a new finish, but as it's got a connection, it was done by their grandmother, there's a strong connection there, so I understand if you don't want to redo the cabinet. Is it worth doing? Financially, with pianos, when you restore them, to resell on the private market, that's never really the reason for doing it. It's more the history of American manufacturing. Baldwin is a good brand. This is a good instrument that you can play for a long time, you get a lot of pleasure from. So although the cost would be relatively high, the return will usually have meaning to it in story. So that's where the value is in piano restoration. It's a good piano, and if you want to restore it, I can totally see why. And thanks for watching this video. If you'd like to learn more information, please let me know. I don't recommend reconditioning. It's possible to regulate the action potentially, but you're not going to get very good results. The keys wobbling, the hammers need replacing, the strings are dull. I feel like it's either full restoration or you can do a partial one if you want to, but not very recommended. Thanks for watching, and best wishes from Robert's Piano Season.